Welcome to another episode of Grade Pending, the show where we review and rate TV shows, movies, music, all that good stuff. You know, we give our unique grading with our unique grading system. We give our individual reviews, and then we come together and talk about it as a community. Um, and of course, to talk about it, we have to talk about it. So we will be spoiling the movie if you have not seen the movie yet. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That's what we're talking about right now. So if you, make sure you go see that and then come back and watch us because you know I enjoy the views. Thank you for tuning in and all that good stuff. But watch the movie first because we gonna dive in. We're gonna say everything we like and don't like about it and what happened. So we're gonna start with our individuals.
Well, I thought the movie was fucking awesome. I loved it. I lived for every second of it, especially when my queen was over the screen. I was like, oh my God, this bitch is giving me life. People were saying I was biased, but whatever. And but I think I love the movie overall. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely go a second time to watch it. Um, and yeah, and we could discuss the rest with the crew.
Jared, the floor is yours.
That actually was me next. So you're actually right.
I'm sorry. Memory. All right. The floor is yours, Jared.
All right. So Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. It really was chaotic. It picks up from the start. It just throw you into action. Like there was a couple of low moments, but those low moments really not even really a low moment, just the slow pacing moments. Honestly, was to give people a break because the movie is just it's quick paced. It's a 2 hour and some change movie, and they threw a lot in there, and it's kind of like Inception on heroin. It's a lot to deal with. But I like of course you have your parallels between Scarlet Witch and Wanda as Scarlet Witch and America Chavez, people who are trying to deal with their powers and not really fully understanding their power. Eventually, both gaining control as time goes on. Strange finally seeing things, and that was a kind of a that was kind of being alluded to early, a precursor or foreshadowing when Stephen West, Dr. West, said, asked him if that was the only way that you saw possible. And he was like, yeah, it was the only way. And later on, Strange finally saw an opposite, an alternate ending to not just, go from this is the only way thing, and actually let America be her actual hero that she needs to be. Of course, it may set up for Young Avengers later on, but still Strange didn't just overshadow and take the credit. He let somebody else do it. And I think it was a nice send off to the evil um, Wanda. Not so much saying that she was really evil. She was just a grieving mother who, in her own head, had DID, I guess, because the motherfucker was crazy. But she created her own kids, and then she wanted her illusion kids after that. So, but it gave a nice little thing into the idea of dreaming. When we dream, are we seeing alternate realities? And I think that was pretty cool touch too. I could probably say some more things. We'll probably say it with the group. My grade actually is awesome. I loved it. I saw it twice. It didn't make me hate it less. I loved it even more the second time around, which is kind of hard too after the first time seeing on IMAX and 3D. Second time seeing it in RPX. So I loved it, and yeah, awesome.
All right, so Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Sadness. I actually wasn't a big fan of the film. I didn't. I went there expecting so much, hopeful for so much, especially with the director and everything. I think he did his thing. I'm no complaints. It was definitely a nice Sam Raimi film. Like I liked it was done, like the Harlemans. I have multiple complaints. One, I do think, much like if you look at our previous episode, go watch that, Moon Knight. I do think the CGI for Disney, for a MCU big screen budget movie, I think the CGI in certain scenes really fucking lacked. I mean, even the part where Doctor Strange is like going through the universe to fight, not when he's going through the multiverse, because obviously I understand the warping, but when he's fighting the fucking little octopus thing in the very beginning of the movie, it looked very much like Neo fighting the fucking Mandersons in the projects. And I was like really disappointed with that. I was like, damn, this CGI, that's one of the first things I said watching it, right? And then watching the movie, I mean, in my opinion, he's too big of a character for, to me, the movie be just as good as the rest of the movies after Endgame. I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed Shang-Chi and Eternals, and I was like, it's all right. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't wait to see it. I don't care if I don't see it again in the theaters. I don't mind watching it on Disney Plus when it comes out, which is not like me. Anyone who knows me knows, like, I don't want to wait for streaming. I still buy movies. I still buy Blu-rays. I still buy 4Ks. Like, I want to see it. I didn't truly enjoy it a lot. Another one example of CGI, I think when Dr. Strange was talking to her in her beautiful garden, that looked actually pretty real. And then when she went to the real universe, it actually looked terrible. It looked like they were in some fucking PC ROM game in fucking Windows 96. I thought it was terrible. And then now that's just CGI. Now we go to the actual story. I just didn't enjoy it. It was really like a Doctor Strange Wanda movie. I did like parts of Doctor Strange, like him falling in love with, understanding where he fucked up with Shorty. I appreciate that part, seeing where he did there. But the movie itself, there wasn't a part where I was like, oh my God, this and that. And I just wasn't in love with it. The little part first back and forth, the little fights. I thought, I understand from the comics, I understand what they were trying to do, but even American Chavez, when she punched holes and each time became a star, I actually thought it was very cheesy, even though I understand that's part of her power. I get it. That's how it was in the comics. But the way it came across was just cheesy every single time with the star. I just wasn't a big fan of it. And then I get why they did the Illuminati. I was a little sad they didn't do Namor. I was really hoping for Namor. The minute the trailer came out and you had Professor X, and I was like, oh shit, they're doing Illuminati, I was thinking you get at least a hint or at least name drop him. Like, he couldn't come to the meeting because he was late. But whatever, like, name drop him because he's a big character in general. They didn't even mention him. I was happy to see John Krasinski, as you can see in my name here. I was happy to see John Krasinski get showed up as Reed Richards. Fans talked about it for a long time. I actually think it is a good pick for the character if they do go with it, because my understanding is that even if he killed him, that's that one from that universe, so there's other one universe, and there's a chance he could still be whatever. I'm hopeful. I actually didn't know until Otto had told me that there was like word or talks that Tom Cruise might do like the Robert Downey Jr. thing, that would be like the Iron Man from that universe. That would have been cool to see Iron Man, because he's part of the Illuminati. And again, Iron Man from our universe is dead, but not Iron Man from that universe. So that would have made sense. So that I really wasn't a fan of, but that scene I did like. That part I did enjoy. That's probably my favorite part of the entire movie, is when Scarlet Witch is going through fucking just running through them motherfuckers. And that I thought was cool. I like the Charles Xavier thing. But besides that, I wasn't really impressed with the movie. I didn't leave there like, oh my God, this is the fucking best thing ever. And I'm just, like I said, I don't think any of the movies from after Endgame, Black Widow, or like, I don't think any of them are any as good as the movie that came before Endgame. And this is one of them that I was really hopeful would be the first one. I was like, I really thought, I was like, this one is going to change it. And it's going to be a new setup of like, all right, well, we're back to making these fucking start to finish great movies that you want to rewatch and rewatch and watch. And I don't see me, I might watch it one time when it goes back on Disney Plus, but I don't see me revisiting it again. I go with high meh.
You know who sucks? Doctor Strange. What a fucking loser. I hate that guy. Who gave him a fucking movie? Not me. Doctor Strange is my least favorite Avenger, which is, it is what it is. I don't think he works as a character, a standalone. He's really fucking boring. I don't like that he's like, oh, I'm an asshole. No, Tony's the asshole. You're like a wannabe fucking Tony. And you got a little cape, and it doesn't work for me. I fucking hate it. I watched Doctor Strange, the first film, once in theaters. I own it because I'm a fucking collector and I have to own it. And I own it in fucking 4K for some reason. Never gonna watch it again. Garbage. This movie, though, is not about Doctor Strange. This is the Wanda show, baby. Woo! My favorite Avenger, Wanda. Fucking, this is Wanda in the multiverse of Wanda. This is Wanda as a T-1000, fucking chasing and hunting down fucking everybody. This is a horror movie. This is Sam Raimi, to John's point. This is a horror movie. The Dutch angles, the zoom ins, that's not gonna work for everybody. A lot of people not liking it. I don't give a fuck. You're fucking stupid if you don't like it. Fucking watch Evil Dead. Get some fucking cinema. Holy shit, I was so happy. Marvel, I was so mad because I'm like, media blackout. I don't want to watch the trailers. Oh, whose shield is that? Oh, whose yellow wheelchair is that? Whoa, come fucking see our movie. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they spoiling this? John Krasinski's on my Twitter feed. Why? Oh, gee, I know why. And then they all fucking died. Then Wanda Omni-Man them, one-shotted them, It was so beautiful. A couple of people might have seen it in the theater with me that are present in this panel. I was the only one in the theater clapping. I was clapping, and she was murdering each and every single one of them. You know why they spoiled the cameos? Because they don't fucking matter. There's a multiverse of fucking bullshit. Who gives a shit? We're never gonna see them again. You're never gonna see them again. Do I need to see Professor X die every single time he shows up? Okay, no more Professor X. No, it's over. Wanda fucking, oh my God, so good. I saw the film twice. I will buy it in 4K. Very excited. This is the Wanda show. They should rename it. WandaVision should get a sequel. No, she did not die at the end. She will be back. And I hope we never get another Doctor Strange movie because that was trash. The Doctor Strange aspect, forget about it. The fucking music fight. Oh, look at this song, bro. No, look at this song. Anytime he was alone, it was horrible. I was going to fucking blow my brains out. But whenever Wanda was on screen, chef's kiss. High dope.
So, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I enjoyed it. I did not want to get overwhelmed with, expectation. First trailer we got technically was at the end of Spider-Man, where we got the little teaser, and I was like, "Whoa, this is gonna be dark." But then I remember what they did with Age of Ultron, and they teased us with a dark movie then, and then we got the next trailer, and I was like, "Nah, he's a jokester, he's like Tony." Da, da, da. But then when we got the second trailer for Doctor Strange, and it remained dark, and I was like, "Ooh." And then they showed some things. Then they showed some more things. Then I had to stop watching stuff because they kept showing things, and there was like a new TV spot every other day that kept showing stuff, and I'm like, stop. And thumbnails on YouTube and Twitter, and like Otto said, things on Twitter, and I'm like, all right. They're giving too much away. I don't want to get caught up in the hype of madness, and went into the movie. We got tickets for IMAX. I was good. I went to see it on the big screen. Then we found out it was 3D. I'm like, I hate 3D movies. Man, this was an impressive 3D movie. It was made for 3D. A lot of the visuals were definitely. I had to duck a few times. I thought I was about to get hit, including by some musical notes. I thought they would come at me. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Storytelling wise, it was a very simple plot, and I did not mind the simplicity, because I enjoyed the ride that the setup just went through. We didn't need to go through a lot of backstory. Hopefully you saw Doctor Strange 1. Hopefully you saw Infinity War. Hopefully you saw WandaVision, because it takes off from those movies and goes. And if you didn't see them, you're going to be confused, and so be it. Thoroughly enjoyed the cameos, even though I wish I did not see the final TV spot that had the yellow wheelchair, because I did see that. But I still was so hyped when Professor X got his, last man introduction, and we heard the little da-na-na-na-na-na. I was like, oh, they played the X-Men theme song. Yes. That I would have fanboyed if I didn't know he was coming. If I already knew he was coming up next, but hearing the song while he hovered in was like that sold me. I definitely enjoyed the darkness that they allowed Wanda to, push that PG-13 should have been R kind of line, but it wasn't really blood. That was Ultron robot oil on her, and that wasn't a head explosion. That was just a watermelon. She went to a Gallagher concert, and for the kids, I gotta Google that. But they got away with really letting it be, and this was the first horrific, dark MCU movie, and for that alone, I enjoyed it. But I also, enjoyed, like I said, as a sequel, it's like, listen, the story, the characters, go. And I enjoyed that, because I hate sequels that do what I call the Transformers effect, where Optimus Prime is talking at the beginning of Transformers 1, then he's talking again at the beginning of Transformers 2, and he's telling stories, and it's like, screw the story. We know the characters. Y'all supposed to be fighting. Y'all supposed to be doing stuff. And I enjoyed that. This movie was just green light, red light in other universes, go. And I gave it an awesome. Not a very, very high. It's not perfect. I definitely won't say it's perfect, but I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed the whole 2 hours and whatever minutes of it, because it gets right to it from start to finish. Awesome movie.
So, I mean, one of the things I wanted to mention was so I think the reason why they did so many TV spots, and this is not me being a hater, I really feel the reason I did so many TV spots is because the other movies didn't perform the way they expected. Like, the other movies didn't have especially Disney Plus killing things, and they didn't do as well. So I think they had to push like, yo, people better go see this movie, which I'm surprised because people were gonna like this is directly tied into the end game and previous universe, so people were gonna see it.
Knowing
I
Wanda
do
was in it
agree.
should have been enough. That people were hyped to see it from the first trailer. I mean, as soon as we saw
do
the
agree
teaser
that
trailer, people was already on board after seeing WandaVision.
Is
And then
Jared
coming to this.
okay?
But I agree with you though. That
Okay.
definitely they felt
Is
they
Jared
needed
in the
to do more.
multiverse?
He's in the multiverse.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
my
I
thing
don't
is,
know
so
what's going on there.
I do agree. I do agree with everyone saying when it comes to like, I give it Scarlet Witch's part of the movie made it a lot better without
That's
a
the
doubt.
movie.
But it was a Doctor Strange movie. It wasn't a Scarlet Witch movie. It's a Doctor Strange.
Question:
His
Age of
name-
Ultron.
but
Whose movie
Whose
is
name
it?
is on the thing though?
Age of
Whose name is
Ultron.
on
Whose
the
movie
thing?
is it?
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Okay, who's is it? Is it his name is in it though?
But it's Avengers Age of Ultron.
But his name is in it,
Oh,
right?
here we
It
go.
doesn't
It's
matter.
Avengers.
Here we go.
Okay,
It doesn't
Avengers.
say Doctor
Avengers
Strange and
Infinity
Scarlet
War.
Witch.
Avengers Infinity War. Whose movie is it?
This is a trick
Avengers.
question.
I'm gonna drop the mic on it. It's Thanos' movie. It's Thanos'
Avengers.
movie.
But you have the Avengers in the movie.
It's Thanos' movie.
no.
Doctor Strange is in it too. The villain.
This is Doctor
makes-
Strange's movie.
Otto,
So-
as a Batman fan, what makes and breaks his movies?
Robin.
The Rogues Gallery. Exactly. The villains in the movie make the movie.
Oh, I get your point, man. I get your point, but I get
Talk
John's
to your
point.
man, John.
John's wearing a Doctor Strange shirt. I get his point. He wanted more Doctor Strange in his Doctor Strange. I get that.
Well, no,
get it.
at least compete. Like I expected Scarlet Witch
did
to take
compete.
over. One, she's more powerful.
You
but
got
I
four
expect
Doctor
her to
Stranges.
take over.
Powerful Avenger. I mean,
You got
he is
four
the
Doctor
most powerful
Stranges.
mutant. Like,
Hey,
I'm
you
not
little
saying
crap.
Jared,
All
you
right.
got
Talk on that
Multiverse.
one. Listen, the person over there doesn't even. They can't even. She's not as powerful as the movies made her seem.
You're talking
what
about
are
Jared?
you talking about? Have you
You
not
talking
read
about
House of M? She's
So-
like the most powerful. She's the most powerful mutant.
Comic aside, they really showed you how powerful she is. Hence her
Right.
destroying the Illuminati.
Don't make her say no more mutants because she'll say it.
Exactly.
Right. They proved how powerful she is. That was the whole point of killing someone with like substance and weight. Yeah, it was
So-
in that universe, but she knocked off some of the biggest characters.
So
Who-
my
that-
my
who
problem
didn't
is
suffer as a threat?
that my problem is that on top of the fact that you had obviously it was a Scarlet Witch movie, her
Okay.
main reasoning for attacking it wasn't because she had to offer her own husband. It was kids that didn't even exist.
The
She's
Dark
the
Hold.
mother. Her
It's
kids
because of the Dark
definitely
Hold.
existed.
She's angry about kids who didn't even exist.
Wrong.
No.
It's because
Wrong.
she's possessed by the Darkhold.
Right.
But she used the Darkhold to bring back Vision and then kids that didn't exist that she
John.
created.
Wrong. She didn't
Hold
use
on,
the
John,
Darkhold to
John,
bring back
John.
Vision.
I'm
She
gonna
used
cover her
own
ears.
mind.
I'm gonna cover her ears. John, she's mentally ill, John. She's mentally ill and she's possessed by the Darkhold.
The Darkhold.
The trauma of having to fucking pop Vision's head multiple times and watching Quicksilver die and having
Right,
to fucking
she
be in a
is-
movie
she's
with
a
fucking
traumatized-
Benedict Cumberbatch was horrible. It fucked her up, dude. I get your point, but that's part of it. She was fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
That made her hot. I thought we agreed that crazy chicks are hot. What are we talking to you? How is that a con? How is that a negative?
It's not a negative. It's a positive.
But I just wanted more. I wanted more because it was like,
Did you like Doctor Strange 1?
no.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Nobody like that strange one.
Well, is this not better?
I think it was. I thought it was.
I
definitely a
think
lot
I
better.
think I think John's suffering from phase 4 like fatigue, like he's not feeling
But
where
see,
the direction.
John's
It's kind of
nitpicks
directionless right now.
Continue to be based on his expectation.
Right.
He wanted it to be something else that it was not.
What did you want it to be though, BJ?
I need to have to be like, oh my god, they're gonna continue because if we're gonna do 50 fucking Disney movies, I need to be excited for them. Like when from Iron Man, once they said the story, I was excited for the next 26, 27 movies. I am not looking forward to the next 26 movies Disney's gonna do.
But that's because you like the core Avengers, right?
Right, I was gonna say that. I
never
don't
did it
know
to the
where they're
movies.
going. I'm
That's
excited
not
about
true.
the unknown.
I never
now.
did it to the movies. I never gave a fuck about Thor, Captain America, or Iron Man until the movies. I was always big on X-Men, Spider-Man and the Punisher, and Ghost Rider. I
But
didn't
you
really
knew
care
those
about the Avengers.
characters though.
So the movies came out.
But you knew those characters. That's what
Yeah,
he's saying. You
but I
knew
also
those
knew,
characters.
but I also knew these characters. I've always known Black Widow. I've always known Doctor Strange. I've had his fucking figure. Like, I'm not a big fan of the movies that the way they're doing because they're not making me excited. Like, I'm not excited for what's next.
What
I'm
about-
excited for Blade because I like the actor.
What
I'm
about
excited.
Thor?
Like, I'm excited for Thor because I like Thor. I like the series they're doing. and I'm excited for Blade, like the actor, but I'm not excited for anything else that I'm like, oh my god, like this is gonna be. I'm hoping they do a
So
good job.
Miss Marvel, you know, they day one for Miss Marvel.
But no, of course I'm there for day one for everything, even movies I don't like. I was gonna be there day one for Morbius until the last minute that you canceled.
Saying that her kids are not real when clearly they're part of the Young Avengers. You know, they're clearly, you know, her two children exist.
But we're talking about in this universe, though.
Thank you, Jerry.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Her
Oh, I thought you
kids
muted this.
Anyone-
How does she have a
listen.
mic? Why does she have a live mic?
Listen,
Where's
anyone could
Kanye?
Google it and find out what goes on. But in this universe, they didn't exist. In this
They're not
universe,
real.
they didn't exist.
Yeah.
But they exist in an actual universe, so her kids are real.
And their mother exists in that universe as well.
Exactly.
So she doesn't have kids. Those
Can
kids
we
had a
talk
mother.
about why the opening CG was so bad? Because holy shit, maybe was it better in 3D?
I think I mean, to me, like I said, I
'Cause
don't.
it opened really, really bad.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't
that's what I'm
nitpick on the
saying.
CG, but when I seen it in IMAX 3D and
That
you
shit
know,
was.
Jared and I saw it with the homie Gene, and it was the IMAX screen, the 3D. It was
Question
right
for you
there.
guys: did you guys have a sold out show?
It looked like
I
it.
think it was. I
Okay.
think it was.
I didn't see any empty seats.
RPX. Like when I saw the next day, at the one in Astoria,
Yeah.
it was 95% sold, and they had every damn theater was just about.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange.
yeah. I just got back from RPX and it was the same thing. Every damn theater's playing it.
I know all of the
Who had the
Dolby,
loudest
the
pop?
Dolby,
I'm
and
curious who had
the
the loudest
high end
pop
ones
in
are
your
all
theater.
sold out.
Who had the loudest pop in your theater? Who had the loudest crowd reaction, if any?
AMC. Well, you know, because funny, because when I saw it both times, the crowd that was there for on Friday show was a lot louder than the one I saw on Saturday.
I'm saying what character?
Well,
What character
but-
got the loudest pop?
but yeah,
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that showed that got zero pop that you're like, wow, nobody gives a fuck?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Nice. Yeah, for me,
Captain
for
Marvel.
us, it was Captain Marvel and
Maria Rambeau. People were like, "Wasn't she 007?" Like, you know,
So, like,
and I was talking to Jared. I was
like
saying
seeing
too,
John
out of-
Krasinski get on screen as Reed Richards, but my favorite death that he did definitely Black Bolt. Like when he just, I was like,
Wow.
oh,
That was some Neo in the Matrix type.
Oh,
stuff.
Also fucking Professor X getting his neck snapped because he
she
should have
snapped
stayed
from
dead in
behind, like
Logan.
out the clouds. She got him out the cloud. She pulled the wrestling move. She killed them with their own, you know, weapons of, you know, sort like, you know,
She's
Captain
a
Britain
bad
died with the
bitch, that's
shield.
why.
You know, she
mediocre.
snapped him in his mind.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
John,
Fucking
hold on.
hater.
John,
Fucking
you're out of
hater.
control.
Hater. He's
John,
a
what
fucking hater.
Are you not? Is she not hot? Do you not find this woman attractive?
She's beautiful. She's
You're
gorgeous.
like, what the fuck is going? The John that I know.
You know
would
what,
be-
John?
Like I
remember-
told you that I was fully
That-
erect, and you didn't go.
that has nothing to do with the Scarlet Witch story. Like I like the character, but the problem is to me, I guess what I'm going through the Deadpool syndrome. When Deadpool came out, no one knew what the fuck Deadpool. The people didn't know about the fourth wall. They didn't know. They weren't Deadpool fans, and so when the movie came out, they became fans. They got into it with Scarlet Witch. Bro, there wasn't. Otto, you've been comic book fan forever, bro. There wasn't this many Scarlet Witch fans back then.
No. I
I
get it.
know.
It's the Harley
I
effect.
don't think she
It's
is.
the Harley effect. I
Now
get
Now
it,
you
I
have
get it.
all these people talking about power this, power that. When one, everyone knows comics, whoever's comic it is gonna win. But when you have actual power theory, like she's not as high as the fangirls and fanboys are like, oh my God, Scarlet Witch is the most, but she's
No,
not.
because even like in the theater, like I know when she was doing her shit, people were like sucking their teeth because they were getting frustrated. Meanwhile, I was holding my excitement inside because I wanted to be like, yes, bitch.
I was holding my jizz inside. I was excited.
I mean, you had
I
a
was-
clearly
I
your
was going like
description. You
that.
had a fucking boner when you were fucking talking about your whole shit. And then
Ralph
you talking
Boner
about-
was
Ralph
Ramsey?
Boner was there.
Oh snap!
John, I get where you're coming from now. I get it. But
I think
don't-
John is mad at the
I'm saying, I
wrong
don't want you
things,
to
though.
gatekeep. Like the more
He
people that like
definitely
comic
is.
shit is a good thing, not a bad
Yeah,
thing.
I think John, you're mad at the wrong things. If people are fans now,
He's
He's
just
mad
mad
at
that
Doctor
fans
Strange for
now.
sucking.
Punisher or Ghost Rider show up. I think
But
that's
not
like
even-
his feelings.
That too, but it was
I mean,
like
to be fair, speaking of what you said though, I mean, obviously the Punisher, that makes no sense. But Ghost Rider does make sense for this movie too as well, but that's not the point. But even Blade would have made sense. But either way, I'm not worried about that.
You know who sucks? Loki. Carry on.
he got the best Disney Plus show right now, though. Called the Marvel shows. At least.
No. By the way, I see a lot of people online. I want to get your insight on this. People are like, "Oh, Wanda's a murderer, blah blah. She's evil, blah blah."
yes.
But how are we so quick to forgive Loki? Loki killed a bunch of New Yorkers back in 2012.
He's a
How come
murderer,
everybody's
too.
on Loki's dick, like, "Oh, he's okay, he's cool now because he's funny."
He had a redemption arc.
Because he's bi? Like, what? Why does Loki get a pass?
He's not bi. He's fluid. He's with everything.
Yeah,
he's with all that. He's an alien, so I don't even know if that if they have those rules.
Yes, he's a murderer. That doesn't change the idea
Yeah.
that he's a murderer. Like,
they're
it
both
still is
murderers,
what it
but
is.
Loki gets all this love, and like now they're like,
That's
oh,
because-
yeah.
that's because
it's the charisma. Like Loki does it, and he's smooth with it. Even at the end, like Scarlet Witch is just like, "Oh, I'm a crazy bitch," and like, it's
And
already
there's
there. You
nothing
know
wrong
it.
with her being a crazy
You know
bitch
it.
and killing everybody off to get what she wants. Ain't
It's
nothing
Oh,
wrong
for
with
Christ's
that.
sake,
There's
mute
nothing
this
There's a
wrong
lot
with
wrong
that.
with that. There's a
There's
lot wrong with
nothing.
that.
No, there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
there's a
that.
lot
I
wrong
love
with
her.
that.
you're
Yeah.
gonna John Wick everybody for some fictional kids
For
that
somebody
ain't
else's
really
kids. That's
Thank you.
How
kidnapping.
dare you?
Where was
Thank
Vision?
you.
Where was
Thank
Vision
you.
in the multiverse? Where was Vision? You got one name drop. That was very strange. Where's White Vision? White Vision's at a rally somewhere.
He's
And we
just
don't
Vision
know.
at this
Where's White
point.
Vision?
He's just
That's
Vision
my
at this
point, though. It's like she didn't even care about her husband. Like the one
No,
person
she's
that she
dead.
had
She's a
to
mother.
kill.
Because she's a mother and she's after her
She
kids.
had to
She ain't
kill
worried
him.
about Dick. She ain't worried about Dick. She's worried
Paul,
about
I know
the
it's
kid.
Mother's Day, but you can mute her. It's okay. Just say it was a glitch.
One more time, again, you're not making any sense. In this universe, she wasn't a mother, but she was the girlfriend of Vision, who she
I
had to
think
kill.
both of y'all are missing the point of the Darkhold. It had nothing to do with her
No,
being a
I
mother
know what the
at
the
all.
Darkhold
Wait, who's
consumed
the cuckold? Loki? I agree. Carry on.
The Darkhold.
The
It was
Darkhold
all about her
consumed
being
her.
One
So-
pet peeve that I didn't notice, but then I read it and now I'm like, now I cannot look at it. How come we just established that the multiverse, you look like different people in Spider-Man, and for Doctor Strange, it was the same dude everywhere. But for everybody else, it was different people like Captain Marvel,
It
etc.
varies. They're called
Yeah,
variants for a reason.
that's just two different. That's just two different universes that
It
we saw.
varies. It doesn't.
You know,
We went into the
Loki.
multiverse and every Doctor
Or-
Strange looks like Cumberbatch.
Well, we seen
Yeah.
it with Loki. Loki can look the same, and he can look like other people too.
But no, in Loki we saw he was different. Well,
No,
not
there
President
was
Loki.
remember there was a
You're
the
right,
president
you're
Loki
right,
was
you're right.
himself.
I'm sorry.
It's a variant.
My fault. I tried to erase the memory of that horrible show. My
Great show.
fault.
See, that's why it's a great show. You can't catch me on that one. They actually did their job. Loki did their job. They
Back
covered
to my
all of
previous
that.
I'm gonna
statement.
stand behind
It is
Paul
called
how hard
Doctor
he's
Strange, so he has to stay in the film.
Wait, what?
I said, back to my previous
love-
comment. It is called Doctor Strange, so he had to stay in the film. So you
That
always
makes
got the same
sense.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But he had different
But, I
hair
mean,
and different
He
beards.
had different hairstyles. He
The
had different
goatee,
hair.
yeah, the
I give him
goatee was cut differently.
The
I
worst
put
wigs.
that-
Long
The
hair.
wigs were almost as bad as the CG. The worst wigs were fucking.
Oh
Doctor
my
Strange.
And I'm sorry, but the music fight, to me, was so unique and different. It's the second
You
best
never
fight
play Rock
in
Band? What
cinematic
do you
history.
mean? You never play Rock Band? What do you mean
I-
unique and different?
But to me,
It
this
was
was different.
unique.
I enjoyed it. Second greatest fight to They Live. They Live still has the best fight scene in movie cinematic history. This is the second best fight.
You're
to
joking,
me.
right?
He's
He's
on drugs.
not
He's on
joking.
drugs.
He is
He's-
so
You're trying to
serious.
get a rise out of me.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do.
I
You're trying
mean,
to
Yo,
get
what kind of rise?
I mean, I always get a rise out
Ralph
of it.
Boner?
that
Oh,
rise
Ralph
was
Boner
covering
trying
this
to
whole
get?
screen.
I thought it was unique. I thought it was different. And again, it might be better in 3D. In 3D, I thought, like I said, I had to duck under some notes. I was like, oh, they're about to hit me. Like, I thought it was impressive.
But I seen that music scene. It's called Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Okay,
Bam.
but it didn't. Yeah, maybe like I said, maybe because it was in 3D, I enjoyed it more. I think it played out better, and it made more sense being that they were wizards and sorcerers, and I think I think they pulled it off better.
My
Where's
question.
Voldemort?
My question: did anything multiverse related matter? Are we gonna see anybody from the fucking cameos ever again? Do you
I
guys
think we will see John Krasinski again.
Yeah, I think we'll see him as
I believe so.
So,
You think? Don't you think this undercuts if he is actually Mr. Fantastic? How easily he was like off?
No.
Even
That has nothing to do. That's what I'm saying. Like with how everybody died in that universe, that has nothing to do in Earth 616.
And it's smart because his suit. Now we get months and years to critique his suit. They can adjust it when we do see him in our universe.
But
what's
even
wrong with his suit? He was fucking blue. What's the problem with the suit?
I'm just saying they can adjust. They can take critique and feedback from it. So they give a little hint of him, and then when they do see him, now they can adjust it and go from there. So I think it was
I
smart
feel like
to-
I feel
honestly,
like
like-
I feel like if they do the Fantastic Four and they base it around him, we just saw him get murked. So he'd be like, oh, he's gonna fight fucking Doctor.
No, he didn't.
Hey, remember when you got turned into Swiss cheese? Like,
It wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Was
you don't
it
think it's
that
gonna
version?
bother you?
No. It wasn't
It's
him.
not-
It was
it
their
wasn't that
universe. That's
version.
their problem.
Father
That's
did.
their universe.
That
Over here, we
wasn't-
good. We haven't seen him yet.
That's
All right.
838's version. That's
Yeah,
their
we ain't
problem.
seen him yet. Over here,
That's literally their problem. That's why like seeing
well,
like
he'll be introduced. We haven't seen him yet. The
I
Baxter
know,
building,
I
maybe
understand.
the old.
I understand what
Stark
Otto's saying
Tower.
though, especially because Doctor Doom is one of the more powerful characters. Like I understand what you're saying, but no, I agree though. Different universe, different time.
Yeah.
That's why you saying where's Namor is like, does it matter?
Yeah, no.
Because
And their universe.
because
That's
Well,
their
John just
problem.
wanted to see another half-naked
that
guy.
universe
I get
is
that.
irrelevant.
I
That's
want to
their
see an
problem.
actual Aquaman who could actually fuck shit up.
Oh.
You can may see that in the universe that actually matters. Why waste screen time for him? Why add all these different people in a universe that doesn't matter?
Because
Does anyone care about Charlize Theron? And she's playing
No,
Doctor
as
Strange's
Clea?
future wife or some shit, Clea. Does anyone care?
Not
No.
really.
No, right?
You
No,
can
no.
ask
you
the
have to
same
care about
thing
Doctor
as-
Strange 3.
No, because now that she's there, they're gonna fucking bring what's his face? What was the joke that you guys made?
Oh, family.
Tom, yeah.
Family's coming. Well, listen, they got to find some way to merge got to merge the movies,
But I'm
and
with
that's
it.
why
Fast
Vin
and the
Diesel was
Where
late.
is Mephisto?
Vin Diesel was
¿Dónde
late
está
because he was
Mephisto?
meeting with Kevin Feige. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree
Vin
with,
Diesel was in
I
a meeting
agree
with Kevin
Otto. I'm
Feige
waiting
to get
for
this
Mephisto
merger
to
happening.
show up.
But even
You
but
need
see,
for Mephisto, you need Ghost Rider. I'm trying to say it.
Oh my god!
But,
Fuck your
you know,
Ghost Rider, bro.
you can act.
That's accurate. If you know your comics, you have Mephisto, you need Ghost Rider.
I
You know,
know.
like you can
We're
ask
talking about the
same
movie
question.
universe, not the comics.
Yeah,
They can
I
do it
know.
however they
Right.
want to
We
do
got-
it.
we
Let
got- we gotta
Feige
move
do
I
past
it
feel
when
like
he
we
do it.
jump into the comics too much because we try to
In
we hold
Feige,
the
we
comics
trust.
a little too high.
In Feige, we trust.
Wait, what?
That's the
Comics
source
too
material.
high? This wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the comics.
That's the
That is
source
true.
material. You need that.
Listen,
It's the Bible.
listen,
No, that's what
Linda,
I'm
listen,
saying,
Linda,
like-
listen, Linda. Feige, if they do it that route, then we'll deal with that. But we haven't gotten there yet. When it happens, we're gonna get a Ghost Rider at some point.
Where was
Oh, I can
Spawn?
definitely see
we're gonna
it.
get that. We gotta get that.
We're
We're-
going
I
to get Spawn
definitely
too.
see it.
We'll
Swamp Thing.
Where is Jamie Foxx? Where's Spawn? God damn it.
Well,
Swamp Thing,
Jamie
all the
Foxx
good stuff,
is
yeah.
Electro in some universe, so we might see him pop up again in this universe. Who knows?
That's someone else.
I'm not looking. I wasn't excited because I had no idea who the character was. After a little, info, I'm intrigued because, like I said, like, we're in a space now where we're past a lot of the characters that I'm fully familiar with. So I am intrigued by the unknown. Seeing that she cut open the dark dimension, we're gonna get into that and holla at Dormammu once again. I'm excited to see the possibility. So I'm still on board because I'm being introduced to new characters that I'm not too familiar with.
Is this the best sequel?
No.
What?
For,
You put-
MCU.
got that
you put
title.
Hold on. Let me clarify. MCU standalone. Is this
Winter
better than
Soldier.
Captain America 2, Thor 2, Iron Man 2?
Better than Thor 2.
Okay.
No.
It's better than Thor 2.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's better
You
than
said
Thor 2.
no, John?
No, it's
I
way
like
better
Dark
than Thor
World.
2. You bugging.
I
Thor
like
2?
Dark World.
The Dark
He likes
World? Nah,
Dark
you
World.
are.
He likes, you know why? Because he likes Loki. You guys are all fucking gay for Loki.
I'm not a Loki fan.
It's better than Thor 2. It's better than Iron Man 2.
I do think it's
So it's the best sequel?
No,
Yes, I will agree
Winter
with you.
Soldier's still the best sequel.
Mickey Rourke's Russian accent was on point. You out of your mind.
No, it wasn't.
He had the fucking twirls. He was
He had a fucking parrot.
And again, I say the villain carries superhero movies.
Was it
Mickey
better than
Rourke died
Guardians
each
2?
fight in 2 minutes.
Was it better than
Horrible.
Guardians 2?
No,
No, I like Guardians too.
no.
See, but
No.
like my thing with with Clea, at the end is like you ask who really cares about that. But you guys ask the same question about the dude at the end at the post credits scene for Eternals. Like did it really matter for that too? We had Pip the Troll
Yeah,
and
because that guy has more followers on Instagram than fucking Charlize Theron though.
So more
yes.
people do care. More people do
We
care
care.
about that.
That's
Like I
Harry
said,
Styles, right?
I'm excited for the unknown. I don't know where it's going now until we start to bring in the X-Men and stuff that I'll be more familiar with. But I don't know a lot of these deep cut characters, so I'm with it and I'm enjoying. Unlike John, I'm enjoying.
Do we
this
see
thing.
know
fucking
about them.
Xavier as fucking Patrick Stewart again?
No,
No.
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 God.
we
He's
will
not
see a new I think we're going to see a new Xavier, but I think John Krasinski will be Reed Richards. Obviously, we know Maria Rambeau is not our Captain Marvel. Black Bolt, I don't think he'll be back. I don't think they're gonna rock with Inhumans.
Haley Atwell, she's served her purpose.
Yeah, we already know we had our Captain America, so we good on that. So yeah, but I think John Krasinski will be, and he's probably gonna direct the Fantastic Four because now that
I hope so, because John Watts is out.
So
Yeah.
less than a minute left. We all agree Loki sucks?
no,
All right.
no, we do not agree on that.
So hold on.
That part out the episode. All right,
When
y'all. Until we
when
meet again later.
When is Bad Bunny gonna fight Namor?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Soon.
Coming soon. Coming soon. He's gonna be Ghost Rider.
Oh God.
God.
He might.